Okay, all right. Hello to anyone listening. Uncle Jiggy is here with you. Welcome to another episode of the Next Generation Orientation Podcast. On today's episode, we're actually talking about passion and purpose. Okay, talking about passion and purpose. I know a lot of us kind of seems to be lost when we talk about passion. We don't actually understand what passion is, and we don't actually know what purpose is actually. So passion is something that you have a strong feeling for, something that you love doing, something that you deliberately have a strong feeling for. Then purpose is the reason for an occurrence, is the reason for an existence. So passion and purpose works in hand, because once you have passion for something and you define the purpose for whatever you're doing, I think you kind of should I say one step ahead, or you're trying to understand the whole scenario of reality. So it's not just me here. I have a friend of mine, a friend of my beautiful girl indeed. Her name is Favour. Favour, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to be here.
Really?
Yes.
You feel good, right?
Yes, I do.
So what makes you pick? Because when I sent you your topic, I actually asked initially what prompted you taking that topic. So I would want to know, for you, what actually prompted you making that choice.
Well, personally, because I know what passion is, and I know how it has really impacted in my life, and I know how it makes you do makes you make some crazy decisions, and makes you do some crazy things. So so that was something I felt like I could relate with personally.
Yeah. But make you make some crazy decision that crazy decision. Some passion can make you make what looks like a crazy decision to someone else, but to you, you're actually making sense to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then regarding to the purpose.
But yeah, the purpose is, they work hand in hand.
Definitely.
You have to have passion. You have to know your purpose to be able to have passion for it. So, both of them work hand in hand. You can't really know the other you can't do the other without the other. So, I just felt relatable to the topic. That was why I chose it.
Why you chose the topic.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and talking about this to the next generation, I think it's something that they need to know, they need to understand, because a lot of the youth or the next generation, should I say the teenagers mostly, are kind of lost. You know why? Because they don't actually understand their purpose of being. Yes. Not understanding the purpose of your creation, of your being, makes you be lost when it comes to reality. You kind of being lost because you don't even know who you are. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, I do.
Yes. So I am thinking that purpose, to me, it's something that everyone needs to know. Just like Miles Monroe wrote a book. Dr. Miles Monroe. He wrote a book, Understanding the Purpose of a Man, and also Understanding the Purpose of a Woman. So he made it clear that as a man, that God did not just create us on this earth just to live. You understand? It's not just to live, but actually to fulfill a purpose. Yes, and we need to understand that purpose, and we need to if not failure to understand that purpose, that is where you find yourself being confused.
Yes, but it's the finding your purpose differs. People have different timing in finding their purpose.
Exactly.
Because I could find my purpose at a very, very early age, and then somebody else is finding their purpose at their 30, and you're like,
comparing.
So it's sometimes it's just the grace of God, because it can be very difficult, as a human being. Finding your purpose can be so challenging, because you just see yourself doing some certain things, and you're like, you're not finding fulfillment in this thing
you're doing.
And so that's just, but you just have to live, because you have to survive.
Yeah.
And so it's difficult for people to find, sometimes it can be difficult for people to find their purpose early enough. So it's just that
it's always difficult.
It's difficult, but you just have to be intentional, and then you have to, always pray and all that. So
yeah, it's prayer, one of the best things someone can ever do for his or herself. We take it for granted. Yeah, a lot of us take it, or maybe we have not seen a reason for it though. Yes, we have not seen a reason for it, because I know that prayer have a way of reshaping you to understanding your purpose. Yeah, just like you said, some people understand their purpose. They discover at early stage. Yeah, people that some people discover at late stage. So the depending on, and something about timing also. You might discover your purpose at the wrong time. Okay, just like me, when I used to, when I was, I'm about to be 30. So when I was 20, my early 20s, I actually know that me and entertainment is bond. I don't know if you understand. Yes, I started doing this. Even how I knew, even when I studied mass comm, and when I went for my IT radio station, I was from the IT. I started working there. You understand? So it's something that, but then the purpose, I see it as, okay, this guy, you're meant to communicate reality through your passion, through what you have passion for. I have passion for this thing that I'm doing. I have passion for when it comes to presentations. I have passion for entertainment, but my passion drives in the area of being influential, not just entertainment, just what are the influence behind your entertainment. Are you making a change? You understand? So when I started creating that passion, so then I don't really understand the purpose, but I know my passion. Yeah, I know my passion was this, but what is the purpose for the passion? But I didn't know them. But of recently, when I became more connected to God, I became intentional being a Christian. Like, what, being a Christian by mouth is different from being Christian intentionally. I was born in a Christian family, so let me say by then I was a Christian. So, but when I became a Christian, like intentionally, like this is me finally making up my mind that, okay, fine, me and God one day. You understand? Then finally making up my mind. That is when I started identifying or kind of discovering the purpose. Okay, you're meant to do this, you're meant to do that, and all this kind of stuff. But because the passion was already there, so that is why when the purpose comes, it's clear. I don't know if you understand.
I understand. Personally, my own experience is, right from childhood, I've always loved children, and so. But I didn't know what it was. I know I love children, but I didn't know how to go about that.
Yeah.
I knew that, okay, I love children, but sometimes I'm like, okay, because I love children, I'll probably be a gynecologist, I'll probably be a pediatrician because I'm into the science. So I didn't know other aspects of what loving children could link me to. Do you understand? I just knew that I love children, and that was it. And I didn't even take I just took it as a passion, but I didn't, I wasn't sure of where it was going to lead me to. And so going into school, I wanted to study medicine because I'm like, okay, I'll be a pediatric doctor and all that. And because of my passion for children. But I didn't think about it too deep. I'm just like, okay, I love children, so I can just be a pediatric doctor. And with all that, I'm like, well, it's probably easier said than done, really, because going into medical school, all that, was. So I ended up doing anatomy. And anatomy is like a branch of medicine somehow. So, but you're not a medical doctor. You're just anatomist. And so that for me was like, it took me time to now rediscover what my passion for children should really be, because it was so intense, but I wasn't sure what to use it for. So gradually doing my NYSC, going to different jobs, doing different things, I still did not feel fulfilled. I did not feel fulfilled at all. So eventually I got this banking job and I stayed there for about 2 years, but then I just felt like I was there. I didn't feel like I was really growing. I didn't feel like I was doing anything extra. I'm like, I'm just existing and this is not what I'm called to do. So I just took a step and I resigned. So I resigned with the intention of following my passion, because now I know that, okay, for you to love children, you can be an early years educator, you can be a child, there are so many other things you can link to being loving children. And you could also even go for the medicine, as I could also go for the medicine and everything. And so I left the bank, and because I got a job in a school, and I'm like, I want to take care of children. Let me even see how that experience feels like. So, and that was a passion for me. That was something that was really, like, it felt like if I didn't do that, I'm probably going to go into depression. I am not kidding. So I had to quit my banking job and go and become not even an early years teacher. Go and take care of a toddler. You can imagine being in a bank and then you now see yourself taking care of children, cleaning but I enjoyed that. Do you understand? Cleaning them up,
Wow, like yeah, but I think maybe when women are actually family oriented, when that is natural thing for them that God give them.
Yeah, but I didn't see it as
As a passion.
you know. Yeah, I saw it as a passion. That's what I mean. I didn't see it as too much work.
Yes.
I don't think it's every women that would enjoy the way I enjoyed it. I could do that a whole day without necessarily. Yes, it was just fun for me. It was like something that
part of a hobby.
Yes, it was like I was missing out on this type of. I'm like, why didn't I just become a teacher, and know that, okay, I'm called to teach. But I knew that I was not necessarily called to teach. I just knew that I love children. Do you understand? And so doing that for me was an experience that I really enjoyed so much. I learned a lot, and now I know what I'm called to in terms of children. I know now that I am called to either own a daycare. I'm called to. It's not everybody that should be a doctor. It's not everybody that should be a lawyer. It's not everybody that should be an engineer.
Exactly.
And so, now I know that I'm called to be a doctor. I say doctor, sorry. I'm called to be to own a daycare. Not necessarily a school, but a daycare for me is like, it's just even enough because of how much I love children. Owning a daycare, owning an orphanage, just seeing the children around is just like a fulfillment for me.
Just you feel that you're adding value.
Yes.
One thing about passion is passion cannot exist when you don't like. Passion cannot exist when you don't find fulfillment. Yes, passion without fulfillment is a kind of you're going halfway. Yeah, passion comes with the fulfillment, and the fulfillment comes with purpose. You finding your passion, and you understanding, okay, this is why are you having this passion is because of this purpose. So some people are still battling in that field where you are using your passion to identify your purpose. So people are using their passion wrongly. Yeah, I know a lot of people. Yeah, this is what they love to do, but it's kind of it's going the wrong way, and I don't know how, if they are really feeling fulfilled. Like some celebrities they are a celebrity because maybe they want to be a celebrity, but without a single influence. I don't know if you understand. Yes, there's a lot of them.
But when you see those, me personally, you can't really, judge people by what they show you, because you don't know why they are doing what they are doing. You can only think that, they are probably, you don't know if they are finding, passion in whatever it is they are doing. The celebrities that you're talking about, you don't know if they are probably finding
passion.
That's as much as they are celebrities, that is a passion for them. And so it's just that it's giving them, the exposure. It's giving them more exposure.
Yeah, passion could be the passion for them, but what about the purpose?
Well,
it gets confusing, right? So that is where the main thing is. Yeah, the passion is there, yes, but what about the purpose? What are you using it for? I don't know if you know. It's just like there's one topic we're talking about, gifting and growth. Yes, you have this gift. So how are you growing with that gift? In what aspect are you using that gift? I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, I understand.
So I've seen a lot of people, like, let me use Chidinma as an example. Chidinma KDK. She sings songs, and finally she switched to gospel music.
Yes.
Because she feel that she have this passion for music, but her purpose, that gift that she have for music, so she feels that she's not fulfilling a purpose, but she's singing. The passion is there, but she's singing. But she feels that this purpose that God gave me, this gift to sing, I'm not using it for the purpose. So she switched to gospel music. I don't know if you understand. But some people are still there. They have this gift. Yes, God gave you this gift. But what purpose are you making use of that gift? So if they should come now, okay, what have you done? Maybe God have given you one of the best voice ever. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
Then from this, what is the influence? What have you done? Are you fulfilling any purpose? I don't know if you understand. Maybe some people in entertainment, let me say, the reason why I'm not kind of entertainment industry, the reason why I don't want to kind of follow it the way it's been is there's a lot of people there that have a passion without a purpose. You understand? So they tend to take advantage of any opportunity they see with your passion, because passion drives people to actually, just like you say, doing something crazy. You understand? So to me, I am seeing it that I know that I have this passion for this, but if I'm going to do this wrongly, on the wrong purpose, let me not do it. I don't know if you understand. I know some people have joined entertainment in a way that they don't really want to, out of passion. You understand? They have this passion for, I want to be an actress, I want to be an actor, do or die. They are ready to do anything. The director, sleep with the director, do this. I don't understand. It's a do or die. You know why? Because they don't actually find the purpose. Okay, you want to be an actor, you want to be of what purpose? If you define the purpose, that is the way, and the purpose is of a good influence, and God acknowledge this purpose of you becoming this, you're going to scale through smoothly.
Okay, it guides you. Knowing your purpose guides you how you follow your passion.
Exactly. Yes, knowing your purpose, it's a guide for how you follow your passion, because there's a lot of work when it comes to purpose that we are lazy for. Like, we don't have this patience. Patience have a way it have a lot of role to play when it comes to your purpose, because patience will actually make you lose. Without patience, you might actually lose your purpose. You might be waiting for this thing for too long, and this is actually what the purpose is. But lack of patience make you to kind of, I don't tire, or you just switch, or you're switching to the wrong path. I don't know if you understand. So it works with purpose. It has to do with integrity. It has to do with being intentional. So I think that all those things that are there are one of the things that we are running out from. The price to pay is what is carrying us away. So we think that the price, we want to go through the easy way, and the easy way price is something that, just like you say, to some people it's crazy. You see somebody that is ready to. There was a time that I wanted to shoot. I went for one audition. So the director was a gay.
Wow.
I don't know if you understand. He wants to give me this lead role because he saw that this guy can act. This guy has this passion for acting. You understand? He wants to give me this lead role. So because of that, my passion, I was like, oh, thank God. So he wanted to take advantage. Mom, I'm not desperate though. I don't feel like, I was like, come on, bros. My purpose of, if I should do that means I've fallen out of the purpose of me wanting to be an actor. Because me wanting to be an actor is I have a good intention to influence people, to actually intentionally give them a guide of living, to actually make them see a life of being balanced. There's one topic we talked about. I'm about to talk about being balanced. Being balanced is a kind of an atmosphere where you feel contented, and you know the process. You know what about life is all about. So you know where you're coming from, and you know where you are going to, but you know where you are. Life is all about the moment, the presently. So what actually makes people don't understand this life is that they live thinking about yesterday, and they live worrying about the future, forgetting to enjoy the moment. Because today is tomorrow to become, and today will be yesterday in future. I don't know if you understand. Yeah, so that topic actually, so I think that there's a lot of things to tell the next generation through my demonstration of acts. Yes, I should call it that, demonstration of acts, because I'm trying to demonstrate a lifestyle on the screen for you. Nollywood spoil. Can we go to Nollywood? Can we go to Nollywood?
Let's go a bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of passion there with that purpose. Yes.
How sure are you with this fact? Why do you think that there is a lot of passion without purpose? Why do you think that there's a lot of passion without purpose?
Okay, most of the things that we are getting wrong in our country, Nollywood movie is part of it. Yes, because they are showing us what most of the Nollywood movies we watch. What happened? A guy with a village, go town, he make him come back, he go come wicked the person where no give him money or give him. I don't know if you understand. Like, what they are putting up on the screen showing us is not the reality. They are trying to keep your mind on something that is not supposed to be so. Like, you understand, the influence is not there. It's just that I'm just seeing people with passion of acting all in the screen without a purpose.
Okay, I get your point.
Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, what is the most of the thing what can you learn from Nollywood movie today, if not one guy where they poor, or maybe for village
go do
one
ritual, let's do ritual, or you use the wife, abi,
or family, or story of a girl will be in papa get money, in they find one boy for village where you understand, maybe their papa don't they arrange person, another person will get money, you know, all those kind of. Yes, come to think of it, let's think of that.
Well,
there's a lot of passion there with that purpose.
I understand what you're saying, and but do you think that there is also purpose without passion?
Purpose
without passion,
is that necessary? Let's deliberate on that.
Purpose without passion.
Can there be purpose without passion?
Purpose. I have a purpose, but I don't have a passion for it. I have a reason why I want to do this, but I don't know how to do it.
That means it's not your purpose.
Okay.
Or should I?
That means it's not my purpose. That means it's not my passion. Which one?
If you have the purpose of doing something, you have to generate something that if you have a clear, genuine purpose, of doing something, and you don't feel fulfilled doing that. So I think the passion there is the fulfillment of accomplishing that purpose. That's, should I say so?
Okay.
Do you think so?
Yes, you're right. And yes, you're right. Not and you're right. But then the reason why I brought up this purpose without passion is I feel like it can also happen that you can have a purpose, but then you don't necessarily have a passion. But the only thing is that thing might not come out standard. If the outcome of that thing might not be as standard as someone that has a passion for it. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, for example, I want to do something for the country, right? But I want to do something for the country, but I don't want to be a politician. I want to change the world. I want to change the country, my country, Nigeria. But I don't want to be a politician. You know, you might not necessarily have passion for politics. But then you have a purpose. You have something that you want to do.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand.
Okay, now I understand. Let me come in there now. If you want to change, you have this passion of doing something for Nigeria, and you know, once doing something for your nation, you have to involve politics. So I think that because why you don't have passion for politics is because of the political system of the country. If the political system of the country is actually, the country is actually practicing what we call democracy, free and fair, I think you will have passion. But because I've told myself I don't like politics, it's a dirty game. But then I want to represent my people to actually do something. Like I have this passion, I want to do something for my people. There is something like I want to do something. So I can't understand that you cannot accomplish this purpose without being in politics. But it's just that the system of the politics is what I don't like. But I like politics. So you don't know that you love, for you to wanting to do this, you love politics. But what you don't actually love is the pattern of the political system.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand.
I understand.
Yeah, because the pattern is not favorable, is not genuine, and someone, if you have a purpose, you have a clear purpose. A clear purpose have to deal with genuinity, integrity, being brave, like knowing actually what you're coming for and what you want to, the perspective or the narrative you want to impress or correct, you know. So that's then you have already developed a passion for wanting to help. Wanting to help your people. There's already a passion there for you. There's something that is driving you to want to help. That is the passion. That is where the passion is coming into. But it's just that you don't actually like the system of the political, the way the politics is being done. You know how you have to do this, do that for you to even render your own help You have to pass through all this process. I don't think it's something you just come out, you have this purpose and you study it clear and people believe you and like, wow, this is it. And you go in there and you do it easily without, you don't have to stress and all that. I think you will love politics. I think you will. And where the problem is actually the system. Not that you don't like politics. Yeah, I used to think like that though. It's just that the system makes it not
easily accessible.
Easily accessible, exactly. And once it's not easily accessible, you don't find there's no enthusiasm in it.
Yes,
because passion have to do with enthusiasm.
Yes, exactly. It does.
The next generation need to know this. They need to understand clearly. Many people having passion without a purpose.
So how do you think one can discover their passion early enough? Because if I am the younger generation, how am I supposed to
Okay, passion. I think passion grows. Passion is something. One thing is that our parenting style. I always talk about the parenting style of our generation. The parenting style actually makes things difficult for us. Because I believe that every child born has something in him or her. I don't know if you understand.
Yes,
and the parents actually help to nurture that passion. That is why you see most of these footballers out there now. If they will tell you that they started playing when they were kids. Something like Neymar, Mbappe, them all those stuff. And their parents know that was seeing these guys playing, and they know that this is what this guy have passion for. So they started supporting and sponsoring. I don't know if you understand.
Yes,
but here in our country, you see somebody, they will flog you so you come outside, go play ball. Then go, when I was small, I didn't finish. Just try come out to say you want to go play ball. The kind of flogging where they go flog. So you will now be scared of even trying to do it. You understand? Then even if you want to go and play the ball, you'll be hiding. I don't know if you understand. So I think a lot of parents also they did that to a lot of us. Me, I love entertainment. When I was growing up, I believe that my mom they don't understand that part of this. Then somebody can actually make a living from this. They have already believed in the system that you come out, you go to school, they want you to be a lawyer or a doctor or whatever. They just want you to be something. They only have their professional things on their head. It's not. It's already the system being set. That if you're not a lawyer or you're a doctor or you are a banker or you are you're not actually going to make them proud. So that is what they think. Yes.
So, which means I wish that parents can guide us as children early enough. Once they see a particular thing, once they see their child, developing interest in a particular thing, I feel like they should guide them
and
so that
them more,
so that even when they go to school, they have, most people just go to school because they want to go to school. It's not necessarily in line with what they are interested in.
Exactly.
Do you understand? And so I go to school for 4 years just doing
what you don't want to do,
and then I come out starting all over again.
And I'm like, after going to school, they start sewing clothes.
Like I should have just done fashion designing
right from time. I didn't mean that your parents gave you the opportunity to kind of, okay, this my daughter is good at this. Oh yeah, come on, follow this. I don't know if you understand. You would have been. You would have, where you would have been by now. I don't know if you understand.
I understand.
Yeah, but they're not giving that opportunity. They're not giving that is where this generation need to be intentional to correct those mistakes. You see the reason for the podcast? Because all these mistakes being done is something that we need to intentionally correct for the next generation, so that they are not actually going to fall victim of what we've already been victim of. I don't know if you understand. So this is the more reason for the podcast. Now that, okay, look at what those things that I grew up in a place that love is love. I don't know. I started believing in love when I was revoluting. When I was growing up, that was when I started experiencing love.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand. I know normally training your kids, giving food and all that is normal thing, but then I came to understand what actually was causing the problem was because of the environment, the environmental growth, environmental trauma. So you could imagine my mom used to sell food, and we are 3. My dad is late. So selling that food, that is where from that food she pays house rent, pay my school fees, pay my sister's school fees, pay my brother's school fees. You understand? So sometimes the market may not be going well and all that. So she's already she's not. There's no atmosphere of happiness because when I don't know if you understand, you can only make someone happy when you are happy, and you can actually love someone when you have already loved yourself. So you understand. So they don't see love. They don't actually find love. They are not doing what they love doing. They are doing what they have to do just to make this work. So that alone is a should I call it an enemy of happiness? Doing something that you don't want to do. You just have to do it because to accomplish this, but to meet exactly. You understand? So the atmosphere already is kind of love cannot come out from such atmosphere. You cannot demonstrate love with such on such environment. I don't know if you understand. So we are actually blaming them then, but now I from my research I think I understand that it was not really their fault. It was because of the situations around them that is triggering them. So that is why, and there's no one for them to talk to. There was no counselor, because we underrate counseling, and another problem is that who is counseling you? Is it someone that you are better than or not? Having a mentor, you have to have a mentor, someone that that have lived the life that you want to live. Just like, okay, for me, my mentor, my Monroe, Pastor Kinsley Okonkwo, when it comes to relationship, he have lived this life. So I so much love his marriage that I want my marriage to be like this. So I follow him up back to back. I grab, like, you understand. I dream of having a beautiful. I can't even imagine that. Like I always imagine that having one of the best. I want to be boasting of my marriage anywhere where I come. My wife will be like, Kai. I want my wife to be giving things that like Thanksgiving every Sunday. That thank God that I married this man. So I want to be intentional of making myself better. I don't know if you understand. So that's why I have such mentor. I cannot go and have a mentor, someone that doesn't have a successful marriage. What would the person be mentoring me about? I don't know if you understand. So I guess our parents, this is the things that they fail to know. They fail to. They don't believe in counseling, and even if they have some counseling, some counselors also around them within their time is actually someone that might be better than, or someone that doesn't even know what to tell them. You understand? So you counseling from counseling. You have to be from experience. You have to be from experience. So that's kind of limits us from knowing our passion on time. Kind of. Because it brings confusion to our life, thinking you have passion for this, finding out that this is actually what you have passion for, but because of that passion was not nurtured on time when it's supposed to nurture and all this stuff. So growing up, how was it like?
My growing up, it was so it was like, I would say interesting, but then it was. I felt like it's only now I get to know the reason why the things that happened to me then happened to me. Because then, when you were at that age, you're like, oh my God, I hate my parents. Why am I even born into the family? You've said that
so many times. I would like, my mom, are you sure you're not born me?
So all those type of things. But then when you now grow up, you now realize that those things were actually out of love. But the only thing I feel like our parents not do well is nurturing our passion. Nurturing, finding out that your child is very good in this and not wanting her to be any other thing, but developing that thing that you see your child doing. That's one thing I feel like our parents not do. But if you see discipline, I feel like most of our parents actually
give us discipline.
Yes, there was discipline. But passion, helping your child develop her passion or his or her passion is one thing that a lot of our parents did not, because they wanted us to be doctors, lawyers, as if that's the only thing that exists in the world.
I'm surprised. Myself, I couldn't even know. Sometimes I ask myself, all right, the reason why when I got admission, I was already someone that grew up without a dad, So most of the decision I take was on my own. And when I got admission, firstly, studying one course. Something social studies, whatever education. I said a lie. I got another admission to study. My mate was already entering school. I don't understand. So I was someone that I think it's a gift. I think I say thank God for this kind of gift that I never allowed societal pressure to move me right from time. So I have this control of peer pressure. So if I feel that I'm going to be pressured in the midst of these people, best I walk away. kindly work and they will never see me again. So that's me. So I never allow the pressure of you know that kind of thing. Everybody just come out from school, secondary school, everybody just get admission. You can't do like, you know. And most of all those people they were getting admission studying the course that they don't want to. You understand? So I have to go to external my finding out National Open University. I said, okay, fine, since the JAM or my cutoff man do not allow me to study the course I want to study. So I went to National Open University, the one that I can go without JAM, you know. Because the most important thing is that I'm studying that course of my choice to study mass comm, because I've already known myself that I have this passion for entertainment and when it comes to communication. So when I started studying that course, that was how I trained myself in school. From there, I started knowing, talking to people, communication. You know, I started doing MC in school. I started doing DJ. You know, from there in my school, if you ask about me in my school, like, you know, get any birthday party where I know be your MC. You know, understand? You know, go to feed the flow, because I was a course rep of Mascom. You know what it means? You know how Mascom
is always so much.
Then you go now you be course rep. You know, so that energy, that vibe, that like you know, those things. You know, my mom cannot. The school fees, Open University is expensive. Everybody knows, 100 something thousand. So my mom cannot just do this and pay my brother's school fees. You know, so I think that after my first year, I know that this month, I think school you're on your own. You have to find a way. Yeah, you have to find a way. So I was doing a lot of things, even writing exams, assignments, and all those stuff. I just have to be doing DJ. People go tell me, so, oh, God, waiting there, you go do DJ, you go do MC, you go. I don't even understand. I only do. So you see, so for all those things, I was just doing it. I was just enjoying it. I was just doing my thing, you know, something like that, and it actually helped me, you know. So even when I came to Abuja, me relocating to Abuja, when I came to Abuja, the work that brought me to Abuja is not something I would love to do. Although they were paying me more than they used to pay me at the radio station where I worked. But I think that God actually used that job to bring me out from the place, because Anambra State is bring me out there to bring me to Abuja. So you use the job. So you know that's how God does things. Like, you don't question him. He knows when and how to do his thing. So he used that job to bring me out. So when I came here, and the job requires me wearing suit that, waking up 7 o'clock in the morning, and it is not my thing. Like, you're not telling me what I want to hear. I don't know if you understand. So it's not my thing. So I worked there like 6 months, and I say, oh God, there's no need of me doing something that I'm not enjoying. I'm not enjoying it. Every month I don't collect complete salaries, either that I didn't wear the corporate, or I came late, or I left office when it's not time to leave office. You know, a lot of things. But all that just shows that you were not enjoying it. That's why we're not giving it your best. Thank you. It was just obvious that you were not enjoying it. But a lot of people be like, "Hey, almost see job where people define and you get." But come on, it's not about the job. It's not about the pay. It's about if I'm enjoying this and getting paid, I don't mind the salary. My salary where I was working at the TV station, this one was like 4 times bigger. But you see that one, I was enjoying it with all my heart, because I was doing it lovely. Exactly. I was enjoying it. I didn't even mind the salary.
You see, you can even do it for free.
I started doing it for free.
That's how much. Exactly. That's how much. Yeah, that's what passion. It can make you do things for free, because you're not really doing it for money. You just enjoy doing it. Yeah. And so that's what, you know, passion. That's why I say passion can make you do crazy things. And someone will look at you and say,
this one they do.
What are you even doing? Like, don't think you're crazy, because people are looking for jobs that you have, and then you know you're just not enjoying it. Yeah. You just want something else. You're not just enjoying it. Yeah. You know, it's just like our parents wanting us to be what we don't want to be. Meanwhile, because of what they think of the class of what it is that you want to be. Yeah. For example, you know, a DJ, you know, the person just enjoys doing DJ, but the money for a DJ is not as much. Of course, it's not as much as a doctor, or it's not as much as. But so because they look down on them,
or maybe they look them as spout, or
yes,
DJ, you're not responsible and all those stuff.
But then it's passion that makes them do that most of the time. It's passion. Yes. But then, do you think that opportunities can create itself for you to discover your passion?
Opportunities.
Yes. Like, for example, they could, you know, your parents could have a connect in a particular place, but then you are like, I don't want to do that. But you don't even know what you want to do. But then you don't want to do whatever it is that they are bringing to you. But you don't know what you want to do. And then you end up going there grudgingly, and then you discover that you are enjoying it eventually. So do you think opportunities?
Yes.
I feel like
just like you said,
yes,
if you already answered the question, so I think opportunity
can create passion for, because
for people.
if you're not able to discover your passion
What you have
enough,
passion for.
but then if you have things that could lead to the other, and before you know it, you see yourself enjoying this particular thing.
Exactly.
It now becomes a passion for you that you now want to pursue. So I feel like opportunities create.
Yes, that's something like that.
Wow.
I think we've actually said it all. We actually said it all. Yeah, we have actually said it all. Yes. So we guys have actually understand what it means having passion, developing your passion, and actually finding out your purpose. Because a passion without a purpose is just like what will I call it? Just like a key without a padlock. Yeah. So what's the essence of the key without a padlock? So what makes it a key is that you can actually lock and unlock, and it's with the padlock. So passion without a purpose is just like a key without a padlock. And I need you to be intentional about finding out your purpose. Yes, you have to be intentional about that. Get connected more with yourself. Get connected to God in all the means you can. Make sure you always pray. Be intentional about all this. Just be intentional, just like our church said, intentional living. You understand? So I always speak that, like it's all over my wall, my room. Like I mark it intentional. Do this, love intentionally, give intentionally, respect intentionally. Yeah, like you understand. I mark those out because I think all these things, without doing it intentionally, then you are not doing it. Like you have to be intentional. You have to tell yourself that I'm intentional doing this. Like I want to be. Yes, that is when you actually know you can actually monitor the progress or the result of the purpose, or you can actually maybe feel fulfilled when you are doing it intentionally. So you guys have heard it all. Thank you very much, Favor, for coming, for doing me a favor.
You're welcome.
Thank you for doing me a favor of being here, and for talking to the next generation also. And thank you for everyone listening out there. Thank you. I'm really, really grateful for your time. Listening to us from anywhere you're listening. If you're watching via YouTube, just do me this one favor. Favor is here. So if you're watching via YouTube, just do me a favor by subscribing to my channel, and of course turning on your notification button. Just turn it on, please, and share my content as much as you can. That is the only way to support me. And if you're listening via podcast channels, audio podcast, please, in any channel at all, Apple Podcast, Spotify, AudioMac, and Google Podcast, any of them, please just do me a favor, follow, subscribe, and actually share my content as much as you can. And if you want to connect to Favor, I'm going to share her social media handle at the description below. Just like she said, she loves children.
I love children.
So if you have a child, you don't want to, you are tired of, so you can bring it to me. You can bring it to me.
Yes.
Maybe you loving children, and I think maybe God have already programmed you to give birth to children. You never can tell.
Well, I'm thinking of 12.
Wow, it doesn't.
Yes.
Can I be the father? All right, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for coming. Thank you all. I'm going to see you on the next episode. I'll be glad to do that. Thank you, and God bless you.
Bye.
I guess I enjoyed it.
Oh my God.
It was awesome.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God.